The final day, the ninth day on our vacation, also has a lot of long motorbike rides like the, the eighth one, but it wasn't as long. So I will talk about the ninth day and about those motorbike rides, or maybe just one motorbike ride. Well, when we wake up, me and my mother didn't have dinner. We didn't have breakfast right away. We just hop on a motorbike, and my mother took us really far away from the apartment to the mountains. The mountain we went like a whole way around the mountain, like almost all around the mountain, because there was one part, like maybe just half of the mountain, because the other half is kind of dangerous, or it was sort of dangerous for our type of motorbike to go to. I don't understand why we have to go by this type of motorbike or that time, but we weren't on the wrong time. We weren't on the time that is allowed to go over to the half where it is kind of dangerous. So when we went at that spot where there was a really big hotel. That hotel was a 6-star hotel that was really expensive, and I thought I didn't exactly saw it, but I saw the steep slope that led up to the hotel, and I thought that it was still kind of beautiful and nice, but I thought that the hotel being on the mountain was inconvenient, because if you want to buy something, you would have to go a really long way, really long way back to the city where things are sold. And even the city near the country, then even the place near the mountain, that isn't the part of the mountain, it only sells like seafood, and there were only houses and stuff. So it was quite inconvenient for you to live there. But I thought that the hotel might look really nice. So that was the mountain ride. And when we got back, me and my mother went to like a restaurant, but we didn't eat there. We bought food home, and we also went to a shop that sell something with coconut, like coconut ice cream, and I thought that seems like jelly. It was like coconut with jelly in it. And well, that was it. We then went home and we ate the food, which I thought was actually very nice. And so while we ate the food, which I thought was nice, but it was quite really expensive, and I thought my mother bought too much for us to eat. And after that, we just stayed in the room. My mother ordered a few drinks for us, and then we just eat those drinks. We just drink those drinks. Like drink them, and we drink them, and we just sit there watching TV and looking at phones, because we're just waiting for a time when we have to leave the room for the other people. And well, finally we left the room, because it was the day when I would come home, so I had to leave the room. We had to leave the room so that they could clean it up and check for things, and we had to leave it so that the other guests could stay. Well, that was it. Then we went down, and we sat at a few chairs in the room, in the entrance of the hotel, and we just sat there just playing again. And after that, my mother said that we should eat lunch. And well, for lunch, I thought that we could go to a restaurant that I'd eaten before, and I thought the meal was great. So we went there again, and well, I thought that the food there was still great, but we ordered less, because the last time we ordered food there, like we were so full. We're so full, and this time we're still full with breakfast. Now we're still full with breakfast, and we're eating lunch at the same time. And my mother actually ordered two like there was a plate of some kind of special Vietnamese pancake, and the next was noodles, but they forgot the noodles, which was kind of lucky, because my mother ordered both, and they forgot the noodles, and we were too full. We were too full to eat anything anymore. So I thought we were lucky. And after that, there was before we went home, my mother ordered a few drinks for us to like have drink again. And after that, like in the afternoon, me and mother went back. When we went back, we went outside of the hotel. We went outside of the hotel to catch a car, like a taxi, to the bus stop so that we could go home. And when we got there, it was like 4 o'clock, and this bus starts at 4:30 like that. And I thought that I had drank too much. And when I went to the bathroom there, but I also went to the bathroom like 2 times or 3 times back at the hotel. And during the bus ride, which also has beds, like the first time we went to Greenland, moving from Greenland to Da Nang. And well, there were also beds there, but it would be like a 6-hour long trip with, I think it was over 6 hours. The bus starts at over 4 o'clock or something, and then we also had to stop at a place where we go to the bathroom, which I didn't really go because I still had drunk too much. And and at that place, like it was like 7 o'clock or something, there were also food, and there was only food like noodles and stuff. And those noodles, I think it was the noodles with the meat. I think the meat there was bad. It was bad because there were all sorts of strange meats I had to give to my mother because I didn't know what they were, and when I nibbled them, they were disgusting. And after that, we went back on the bus, and then I played for a bit, and then I fell asleep. Well, I thought that, as you might know, and when I guess that might be the end of the last day of our vacation, which I only think the exciting part was the part where we went around the mountain, and my mother said that her and my father went right up to the mountain, and then my father got teased by a bunch of monkeys, which I thought was kind of funny because my mother said they scratched my father's leg like a dog would do when it's whining or wanting something. Well, that is my last day of my vacation, which is the 9th day, with a very nice day. And I thought that this vacation was one of the longest vacations that I can remember, except for the one that went when I was 6 years old. Or I think that this one was longer, but I just can't remember. So that's all, and thank you